Hello everyone, this is Kay. You're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel and welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple weeks since I've done a reading because of Thanksgiving break here in the US. So let's get going and do another collective reading to find out what the story is that the collective most needs to hear today. What's in the cards for you today, collective? What do you most need to know? Archangel Michael is leading the reading. So we're going to start with past energy, most current past energy, and then we will clarify it a little bit before we move on. So the current most recent past energy is the Five of Wands. Conflict, internal possibly, it could be external conflict. But it's conflict, it could be arguments with people, or it's just you're internally conflicted about something, possibly confused as to what direction or a choice you should make. Okay, so what led up to this conflict? High Priestess. Okay, High Priestess is about your intuition. It's about keeping secrets. It's about looking, seeing that you can see more clearly through the veil than most people when you use your intuition. You are the type of person who has access to a higher wisdom, the inner guidance within you that you may or may not always put your faith in, but you do to some extent. You rely on it. Okay, so what is clarifying the High Priestess? We have the Three of Cups. Okay, the Three of Cups clarifies the High Priestess. The Three of Cups generally denotes a celebration, that a coming together, a union or a reunion, coming together. And you're sensing, did a reading about this, possibly the last time I did the reading, was you were sensing that someone had their sights on you. If you haven't watched that, I would recommend that you do if you feel guided to. But this is, you're intuiting, there's something somehow you have a sense, you have a feeling that there is going to be a reunion of sorts with someone. But you're conflicted about it. Okay, maybe you had an argument with this person last time you spoke to them. It could be somebody from the past that you've either been with before romantically. It could be a friend, it could be a relative, but or it could be someone brand new. Okay, so we don't know just yet. We'll find out more as we go along. But yeah, the reunion is, now if it's a celebration, it's a coming together. Generally this just means a reunion, so chances are this is somebody that you already know about, that you've either been with romantically, been with as a friend in your life at one time, maybe even an acquaintance, but your things are sort of you've been thinking about them more, or they've been reaching out to you or something, and you have not known whether or not you should respond. And you're not sure if you want this person in your life, whether it's someone new, someone from the past, a friend, a family member, whatever. Okay, so let's find out what the environmental energy is. What's around you? What's your environment? The Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is a very positive card. In some ways it's referred to as a pre-Empress energy, but this is definitely someone who is, it says home sweet home, right? Feeling good in your skin, feeling good in your environment, knowing you have a lot, that you're quite abundant, that you are secure and safe, and you've just got everything that you need. You know that you've got everything that you need. But there might be times where you're feeling a little empty in the friendships area, family area, romance area. Okay, so there could be a little bit of a wanting that maybe, whether you know it or not, you probably do. You probably sense it, but a lot of times we want to push that down. We want to push it away because it just doesn't, it's not something that you feel is going to either happen for you, or it's just not, it doesn't fit into your current story, you know, where you're at in your life, with who you're at in your life with, that sort of thing. Nine of Pentacles also means that you have this energy of either wanting to be independent, like if you're in a relationship, you don't want to be in that relationship anymore, you know, on your own. Or that you, if you're not in a relationship, or if you have been kind of estranged from a friend or a family member or something like that, you're on your own. This is energy, environmental energy of basically being on your own. Now you could be in a relationship, like a romantic relationship, but still feel like you're on your own. That the person that you're with, you don't feel like they fill your cup, right? And therefore it's and they may work out, they may work a lot, they may be gone a lot, and so you spend an awful lot of time in your relationship on your own, in your relationships, because you know you're married, you know you're in a relationship, whatever it is, but that person is largely absent in your life for one reason or another. Of course, it be whatever works for you. So what is the energy? I'm going to move these aside. What is your energy in this story right now? We have the Five of Pentacles there. That's feeling a lack of, feeling like you're outside of things, looking in. Five of Pentacles is like, of course, it's feeling isolated, that doors are closed on you, but they're not. I mean, you just kind of feel like that. Look at this possum, I think, maybe. Got the babies all over them, right? You may be feeling, maybe you're a mother and you have small children and you feel like that's all you do in your life is to carry the burden of your children around with you, just being a mother, right? But look at, there's keys up here. All you have to do is reach up and get one and release yourself from the burden. Take your kids with you or not, whatever it is you feel that you need to do that is right for you. No judgment here, of course. So, excuse me. So you are feeling like you're being left out of some area of your life, whether it's having friends, like close friends, having close familial relationships, or having a relationship, romantic relationship that makes you, really fills your cup, makes you feel really needed, wanted, and desired. And the person, if you're with somebody, the person that you're currently with is just not doing that for you, for one reason or another. And it could be extraneous reasons that they can't necessarily control. Could, like work, for example, that takes them out of town for periods of time. But you know what they're doing for work brings a lot of abundance into your life, right? Brings a lot of abundance into your life, and you're well set up. You are, and you might be feeling that if you were to leave this relationship and be independent, be on your own, will you be any happier, and will you be able to take care of you? And especially if you have any little kiddos that you have to take care of as well, or obviously want to, right? So there's a lot of conflict about it, right? Inner conflict, that you don't know if you can trust your intuition, that there is a reunion looming in your near future, and to whether or not you should take any action about it, towards it. So let's find out what the situation energy is. We have the King of Swords. Okay, the King of Swords is a very upright energy, very upright energy. The energy is this energy is kind of calling on you to take some action, to first of all find out what it is that, like, being honest with yourself. How do you really feel? What would really make you tick? And do you feel like it's the right time for you to take an action that would basically put you in an independent energy, to be moving away, to like for a friend or familial person that maybe you're missing in your life right now? You've had great connection before and something was sour, it went south, and you've been estranged from each other. Should you reunite with them, or should you just go on your merry way and stay independent of that person in your life? And so you would have to decide what is right for you, being honest with yourself. If it's a past romantic person coming back, again, you need to decide if you want to give up your independence to welcome that person back into the fold, into your life, or if you're with somebody right now already, that for you to go and be independent, like to take legal, because this energy also stands for taking legal action, enlisting the help, hiring a person who seeks the truth, like a lawyer, right? Seeking the truth on your behalf, going to court on your behalf to seek the truth, to yield the sword and cut away that which is no longer right for you, which is no longer serving you, making you ultimately unhappy, like this. Okay, so this energy here is available to you to seek action. Speak your truth to the person that you're with. If you're with somebody, speak your truth to the family person or the friend person, acquaintance, whatever. Seek your truth to the person that if they do ultimately come back and reconnect with you, speak your truth. It's that situation is begging you, it's calling you to make sure that you stand upright, be in your integrity. Speak your truth and be honest and clear and transparent as possible when it comes to making decisions about that person wanting to be in your life again. Okay? And if you have another person that you're, like I said, you're with somebody already, it would be about you delivering the truth to that person as well. Is it the right time? No. Well, we'll see. Let's find out. If the next cards don't tell us, I will ask a question about the divine timing. Is it the right timing for this? The timing here, the situation is asking you for it. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the right time to do it right now. Okay, so what is potentially in your future, a potential outcome of this story? Strength. The Strength card. That's a beautiful card. It's a deer, right? A deer and a wolf. Wolf usually pursue and would eat a deer. Wow, I like the adornment here. And their spirit with the dragonflies. Yeah, beautiful red cape. The hat. It's like performing, right? With the magician performing with the red cape and the hat, black cap. I'm going to stand in here and I'm going to try and communicate with you, Wolf, to see if I can be here in your presence without fearing that you'll eat me, attack me. So they're showing a lot of strength here. And the wolf, I must say, is showing strength in return by holding themselves back from doing what their instincts tell them to do. And that is to pounce on the deer and devour them. Okay, so the Strength card the potential outcome is that you will find this, you will have the strength if you do so choose to make the decision. I forgot about finding out what the energy was between the two. So we'll just keep going with this. The Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands. That's another celebration. That's another coming together. Three of Cups and Four of Wands is a coming together. And then we have the Nine of Wands and the Six of Cups. So I will find out what the energy is between the two. That would have been this card here, but obviously I didn't go that direction, so it means it is meant to be in this position. So Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, she's a really great gal. Well, feminine energy, right? You could be a masculine, and your feminine energy is the Queen of Wands. We have them both in us. You know, someone who pursues and has the courage, like a lion, has the courage to take on anything that either, first of all, they desire to take on and want to pursue. They feel motivated to do that, just as like inner instinct to do it. They have the courage and obviously the agility and the strength of a lion to be able to reach their goals, whatever it is they want to do. This person here has got a lot of integrity. So you have integrity to stand in your integrity, speak your truth. And let's just say that either you are will be in the midst of relocating because you'll be thinking about selling your home. Maybe you were a third party at one time as being the other man or the other woman in a relationship, possibly with somebody who's wanting to come back as a romantic person. And you are got to find you got to step into your inner strength and decide whether or not you want to be you want to continue to be possibly in a position that doesn't afford you to be the most important thing to that person. Okay, like the third party, right? And what do they want with this? What do they want with the Four of Wands? Do they want to come back in your life and seek to live with you, or just be under the same sky, part of the sky with you, you know? Let's get some clarification, okay? All right, so Archangel Michael, some clarification first. Please, can we find out what the energy is between the Five of Pentacles? There's the collective's energy in this story, and the King of Swords energy for the situation energy. What's the energy between the two? Queen of Cups. All right. Queen of Cups. What I'm getting from this is that you have an open heart, that you're a very loving, warm person. Very loving and warm person. Trustworthy, someone who has a lot of intuition, just like this over here, to tap into. The Queen of Cups is a sweetheart, somebody who can be relied on, trusted, and they're empathetic. Like, you just have a warm sense of being for people, for yourself, for others. You have compassion. And so your heart sometimes possibly overrules your thoughts, your mind, right? It's like heart over mind kind of thing. And with that, with following your heart as often as you do, which could be that not enough balance between the heart and the mind, like this balance, with it not being balanced in the past, it has possibly led you to feeling like you're on the outside looking in, to others being happy and you're not, right? When will I ever have what others seem to have that I don't have? That kind of thing. And now the situation is calling you to find that balance where you seriously think about things before you take action. Take some time to find out what, to be honest with yourself, to find out what it is that really, it's really what you want, really what you want. Take time. Sometimes we don't take enough time to do that, and we just like blindly follow our heart, and then it ends up letting us down because we went and moved into things impulsively. And that could be the story that was back in the day when you knew this person who wants to come back. And that could be the person, could be the romantic person, could be friend, could be family. Is that you had a lot of compassion, a lot of empathy, and a whole lot of love, which would translate into kind of looking the other way when you shouldn't have been, forgiving. And just, I'm not saying it's shouldn't forgive. I'm just saying that sometimes we let and you probably experienced this in your life before, but sometimes we let people off the hook a little too easily when we're involved with them. Whereas if it was anybody else, we would never have looked the other way. We would have questioned it. But when it's with somebody we're with, there's a plethora of reasons, or a myriad of reasons why we don't want to know why they're doing what they're doing, did what they did, that kind of thing. And so you see red flags, but you don't heed them. We all have done that, right? And it's turned out bad. It's always turned out bad. And even at those times when it turned out bad, we still turn a blind eye to it because we feel like we haven't got any choice, or things wouldn't be any better if we were on our own, or if we were someone else, it'd be the same, same old anyway. So why not with this person? I'm already invested in this relationship, this friendship, this family, whatever. So it was basically the heart that possibly got you in over your head because you weren't listening to, seeing the red flags and paying attention to them, like those thoughts of, I wonder if, or what was that about? What did I just see them do, or whatever? Just start questioning things from a healthy perspective. And that had caused you to start feeling like you're being left out of people's lives, because they're taking advantage of you. If we wear our heart on our sleeve, they know how we're thinking and feeling. Any person who isn't worth 2 cents really would take advantage of that. So that's the energy between these two men, yours and what the situation is calling for. So Archangel Michael, can you please clarify the Queen of Wands? I want to know, who's the Queen of Wands? Is it the collective in this story? What is it about the Queen of Wands energy? Just clarify that for me, please. Ace of Wands. Now, this is raw energy. It's like kind of energy that you have to harness. It is it's just kind of, it's wild, and it's pursuing. It can be impulsive as well, but it's the type of energy that makes you feel like you can do anything, that you can conquer anything. Feeling very, very inspired, like I'm the Queen of Wands. Just let me go into battle. I'll win the battle on my own. I don't need an army to do it. I'll fight an army, but I'll do it on my own and I'll win. That kind of thinking of feeling very confident and assured. This is energy, it's like having had a new beginning, but the beginning you may not have realized it at the time. You were at the time in your heart being called on to be the Queen of Wands, which again is that third person, the third party. And so you had this raw energy, so excited that you got together with this person, whether it's a friend, family, or a romantic person, that you were so mesmerized by the whole situation that you fell quickly in love with this person and in love with a friend. You know, it would be developing deep feelings like, you know, you trusted them. You would be able to talk to them, tell them anything, knowing that, feeling like they would hold your secrets like a good friend, right? And I'm not talking romance here. Family members, same thing. Maybe you had a cousin or an aunt or uncle, or maybe it was like a second cousin, maybe a family member, maybe it was your mom, that you just felt like you had you're very close with them, and something came up that caused the two of you to be estranged. Okay, so that was like you just going for it, you know, feeling like this is it. With the romance partner, it would be the same thing. You met this person and you just felt it clicked and you just went for it. You showed all your cards, you know, emotional cards right on your sleeve, right? And it was just like you were on high. Like it was like an emotional high, but it was so exciting and so engrossing for you that you just couldn't control yourself. You were just gonna go for it no matter what. And your sights were on the two of you, because these two are getting married. You know, the bride and the groom, they're getting married. Your sights was on it going to be a very happy outcome between the two of you. Very happy outcome, and that's what you were hoping for. And as it turns out, it wasn't, right? And that's what the story's telling us. It wasn't, because otherwise you wouldn't be be conflicted about what you've intuitively are figuring out, that somebody, they're coming back, they want to reunite with you, and you're not sure how you should feel about that because of how it went in the past for you. Whether, again, it's romantic, it's friend, it's family, okay? That person, what they meant to you. Somebody significant to you, okay? So there is a sense of, what this is saying is this: take your time, find some balance between your heart and your mind here. Logic and reasoning, and, you know, love and feeling good about being in a relationship with that person, family, friend, or romantic. Would be better to be on your own, like to not reunite with them? Or do you need to leave somebody to reunite with them, like to be on your own? But right now, you're feeling as though you're looking in on a life that you would like to have, that you feel others have got with people, friends, family, or a romantic person. You're looking in from the outside and wishing it was you instead of them. And you have the key to your freedom and your success right there. But the key is, so you see, the reason why I didn't remember to pull the card between us, that would have been this one right here. It's telling us the story now that I had to pull a card just randomly, and it came out the Queen of Cups, to tell us that there's a king and the queen, right? These two energies are matched. They really are, because they're both royal energies. They're both crowned energies. So, but one's feminine, one's masculine. You've got to be able to find the balance between the logical side of who you are, the reasoning, and the feminine side of, you know, still having that open, loving heart ready to receive. You've got to find that balance so that you can reverse this, you know, where you've opened the key. You opened the door, pardon me, with the key. You found the key, you opened the door, you're now free, and you're balanced. You're balanced to the level where you have a whole lot of, you know, tenacity, really, to be able to be like dancing around in front of this wolf, really hoping that this wolf is going to be lulled into your performance enough to the point where they're going to want to watch you. If they kill you, they can't watch you, you know? So you've got a lot of inner strength that you can draw on when you find that balance. When we're out of balance, it's difficult for us. We can always draw on our inner strength. However, we may not truly trust what we're feeling that we're being guided to do. But I feel like you do. You do, but it's conflictual. It's conflicting you because you have a memory, and but you weren't sure, how to. You weren't sure how to approach this situation when this person decides to call you or show up or whatever they're going to do, right? Because you're intuiting that, and wasn't sure what's the missing piece, right? What's the missing piece of the puzzle that you're just not quite getting, that's causing you to feel conflicted? This is the missing piece. This is the information that you need. You came to this reading to find out that you are now learning from your higher self, your guides, that you need to find the balance between the feminine and the masculine, of mind and heart being perfectly balanced. It doesn't have to be perfectly balanced, but balanced to the point where you feel very, very confident in listening to your inner guidance. That is your strength, okay? It's your strength, and it will then guide you away from this kind of energy where you will possibly be putting yourself in a situation with this person, if it's with a family member or a friend. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, I had a really close girlfriend, or so I thought, girlfriend, friend from school, and then somebody would move into town or whatever, and I don't know why, but it just the way it was. It worked out that way, that the new person always became friend with myself and my friend. But then somehow it worked out that they would work their time, outside of school or even inside of school, where they were talking and spending a lot of time with each other, and not including me. I don't know if they purposely didn't include me, but they didn't include me, and it doesn't matter. I just didn't feel included, right? I felt like a third wheel in the relationship. So that could be a family relationship, that could be a friendship relationship. This does not have to be a romantic relationship where you feel like a third party, where somebody that you was initially or originally your best friend or your closest family member allowed somebody else to come into the fold, and they somehow abandoned you in some way, or you felt like they did. You felt like they abandoned you, and you started seeing it through those lenses, and every time you would see them together, your mind was telling you to be highly emotional, to over dramatize things or whatever, not see it the way it really was. Like, you could as easily as explain why they were engaging in talking to each other and doing things together, as it would have been for why they didn't, and they included you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it could have been, but we let our emotions, and those emotions come from something that we developed in our early years in childhood, that we brought into our adult years, that we were conditioned to not feel like we were enough for your mother or your father to love you unconditionally, whatever. You may have always felt like you were chosen over, like there was somebody else that they would rather put their favors on, pay attention to, than you. So from that lens, right, from that lens of that childhood conditioning, as an adult, we are going to immediately see that when we have a very close relationship with one particular person, another person comes onto the scene, and they pick up with that person real quick. It's like automatically we're going to feel like we're being abandoned, because that's that conditioning. It's kind of like where our mind goes by defaults to what we grew up learning about ourselves, feeling that we were unworthy, that we would be unchosen, we would be abandoned by that very significant person in our lives. So you might want to give a think about that. But yeah, if you do, you rely on your inner knowing, your inner strength, right? Having that balance, you are not going to be put in a position. In fact, you're going to become like, I'm the Queen of Wands here, whether you're male or female. I'm the Queen of Wands. I'm strong. I'm courageous. I fight for the underdog, and the underdog sometimes I felt was me. So I'm fighting for myself. I'm standing up for what's morally right, and I'll fight anyone who wants to tell me or somebody I'm fighting for is wrong, or they're trying to hurt or harm them in some way. That is, you won't be doing this impulsively. You have the wherewithal, because you're a queen, right? You have the wherewithal now that this is what's going on in this situation, and that you just need to like roar. You need to roar and stand up for yourself, right? And this here will just be more like, it will be a reunion with somebody, but it may not be a reunion with the person that wants to come back in your life, if they're not coming back in a way that's going to make you know that you became balanced for a reason, and that you're very strong and courageous now, and that you're standing up for yourself. Let's clarify the Four of Wands under the pretense that you actually get yourself balanced, tap into your inner strength more often. You obviously have intuition. That's your inner strength. Tapping into it, listening to it, spending more time with it, making it a real friend, right? A real friend. Let's find out what the Four of Wands would mean in that situation, where your future looks like you are standing up for yourself and being that Queen of Wands, that courageous energy, that you're the life of the party, right? Okay. The Seeker. All right. The Seeker, which is the Hermit, right? Somebody who takes their time, goes into quiet, contemplation, possibly isolation for a little bit of time. That this is who you are now after getting yourself balanced. You're somebody who looks to the light for guidance for your next step forward. This is clarifying the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, again, it talks about a reunion, it talks about a celebration, it could talk about living together, it could talk about selling your home, whatever. But you're going to, before you do any kind of celebrating, you're going to be checking in with you, making sure that if you've got to meditate, spend time meditating to find the guidance that you can rely on. Seek and rely. It's a seeker, right? Seek for that inner guidance, and you will not be wrong, and it'll be happy times for you with whomever. If it's the one that's coming back or someone else, you will be in a position where you can actually decide who you're going to be with, on your own, with this person coming back, or with someone new. Let's find out what the Dream Gate Oracle has to say about this story. Okay. The Four of Wands is a very happy card. So yeah, you're going to make sure what's going to make you happy. You're going to find out what's going to make you happy. Happiest. By seeking your inner guidance. All right, our Archangel Michael, can we get the Oracle message from the Dream Gate Oracle, please? The Golden Hour, Positive Omens, and the Great Central Sun. Yeah, wow, the Golden Hour. Positive omens, right? So it's just like the positive omens is that if you do get yourself balanced, you're going to be, you're going to bring success to the situation, to your life, Never mind just the situation, but your life overall. I'm ready to replenish the sunlight of my heart. Yeah, wow. Let's see, I'm making time for my own renewal. That's you getting yourself balanced here. The sun, our nearest and brightest star, is a powerful and energizing sight to behold. The worship of its light was one of the earliest forms of spiritual expression, celebrating the sun as a source of life and deep replenishment. The glowing ball of fire has been known by many names and has also been revered as supreme among the celestial bodies. It has been considered a vortex, a galactical portal, the breather of life, and a god of the cosmos. Across the sands of time and throughout wisdom traditions, temples, altars, and sacred sites have been built in devotion to its presence. The golden hour is a card of replenishment and bliss. Yeah, these are happy times here. The message is, in this image, you are invited to enter this rejuvenating time right here. Enter into this rejuvenating time and take a sweet interlude with the sunlight of your days. Share a moment with the light, even if you are in the midst of winter or fall. See, so even if you're in the winter of your days, whatever, look, seek the light, the sunlight. Seek the light. This small move can help consciously link your body further with the cycles of nature, activating more harmony with the unfolding of your days. As you take a moment to pause with the sun, imagine its warmth untangling any tightly bound energies within you. A dose of sunshine can boost your body's serotonin, a chemical that improves mood, promotes happiness, and helps you stay focused and calm. It is also a natural aid to our parasympathetic nervous system, which supports the flow of our sleep and circadian rhythm, which is another term for our biological clock. This card comes as a positive omen for transmuting any negativity into positivity, and you do that during your seeking time, the Hermit. And for reinvigorating the abundance and warmth in your life. If you have been through a time of worry or turmoil, know that you are coming out of the darkness and into the light. The sun gives you strength as an outpouring of renewal and hope, and arrives as a celebrated message to receive. It is a symbol that also magnifies your creativity and inspires positive manifestations so that you can truly live life to the fullest. This is a key of energizing love and total bliss. It also defines a wonderful time to rejoice in the company of soulmates, friends, and loved ones. There you go. Soulmates, friends, and loved ones. That's what this is all about, right here. Soulmate, friends, and loved ones. So guys, I hope that this was a message that you could really, hold on to and make good use out of. Just know that it's about you getting your heart and mind in sync, in balance, so that you will be able to stand up and be brave, courageous, because you've got an inner, it's an underground railway to your inner guidance. You know where it is. All you have to do is just put yourself in some kind of contemplation, inner sanctuary, someplace that you feel safe, where you can just disconnect from the world and seek the light that's within you and above you and all around you. Okay, because that is who we really are, and you will find wondrous reconnection with people and great times ahead. Celebration, right? It's the sun, the golden hour. So guys, take care of yourself until next time. Bye for now.